What's up, YouTube? Polight week continues on this Friday evening. Hope everyone's doing well. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you don't mind. So let's get ready to go in. I did a video on Kev Gills about Kev Gills and a girl that a sister that called him basically defending Polight and the way she was doing it. And I mean, she was going hard for this dude. And the question begs, did you and would you go that hard for the people that he scammed? You know what I mean? But the main point of this, and I'll show you how later how all of that ties in, is did Polight have an opportunity to make amends and probably get his way back, get his foot back in? And if he did have an opportunity, is it now squandered and gone? And my response to that is, or how I feel about it, is I think that not with me and not with a few other people, but with a lot of people, man, he could have gotten back over. If he had come out and taken this opportunity to be at least, I say at least 30% righteous. Not even 100, man. Because 30 would have fucking covered. 30 would have covered at least being honest about what happened. At least coming out and stating that, hey, look, this is what's been going on with this fraud and this PayPal shit, really. Yo, look, I got myself in a bind. This is what happened. Yo, I started this business righteously. The money got to me, or whatever the case may be, and I ended up going astray a little bit. Blase, blase, blah. I hate saying this, but even Frankie Gary, even though they're fake and contrived, will give an apology. Polight is not apologizing. For him to apologize, the million questions about what was going on and what was probably going on all this time will come up. So he came out feeling, I guess, this is my guess because I'm not in his mind, I guess he came out feeling that he didn't have no other choice but to continue down his fuckery path. And I asked the question, for real, could he have gotten his foot back in, and is it now squandered? Because so many people really just want to know what happened, dog. Some of us already know. But for the rest, I'm not going to sit here and assume just because I have a way of discerning bullshit that everybody is blessed with that same gift. Because I'm pretty sure they're blessed with gifts that I may not possess. But this guy took the opportunity that he had, the one spot where he could have come clean, the one spot where all the people who defend him could have had some legitimate reason or cause to do so because he's at least showing remorse. But that is not what he did, people. What he did was showed you that being a scam artist, being a snake, being a slickster, these things now have to be put in the realm of his nature. It has to now go in the realm of this is his nature. Because any other righteous person who has some sort of sincerity in them would have taken that opportunity to at least try to clear shit up, even if they was trying to change the narrative a little bit. He didn't do that. He didn't mention any of that. We still have no idea whether the people who invested in him, did they get their money back? If PayPal was at fault, did PayPal accept their responsibility? All this shit, like none of this shit, man. You said nothing. You cleared up nothing. You tied up nothing. And you come back in the community and you put your fucking face all over YouTube TV. Then brothers and sisters saying, we ain't forgot, but we gonna still shut up and listen to this lecture. Maybe some people did it for nostalgia, hoping the old Polight, before we knew you was a scam artist. And it's like now, it has to be put in the realm of his nature. That this man would come out and get caught staging debates, staging beefs, insulting, and trying to basically belittle people because he can't belittle their information or their scholastic challenge. And he gets defended all over YouTube by certain groups of people. To all of you who watch this and who don't like it, feel free to hit the dislike button. But what I want you to do is ask yourself this. That woman that gave Polight the last $5,000 she had and sold her car and all of that to buy it, to try to get her life right. This woman said, I'm going to sacrifice my transportation for me and my children because this brother convinced me that if I do what he does and what he's doing, I'll be freed up even more to become even more prosperous. Ask yourself if that woman was your sister. Would you feel the same way about Polight? And what if that was your daughter or your niece or your favorite cousin? What if someone did that to her? What if your little brother was in a penitentiary being a hard rock, but he always had common sense with him and a little bit of intelligence, and he gravitates to some dude named Brother Polight, and he sends him money, and he never gets anything in return? Well, let me change that. He gets insulted and told that he's mentally inferior in not so many words. Told that he's a hater, he's jealous. What if that was your son? Or your nephew? Like, these things are easy to dismiss when it's not you. It's easy to say things like, look, we all need to just put this behind us. No, we don't. That's not how you move forward with shit. First, you identify the problem, then you corrected. The reason why Polight is getting banged on in a continuous fashion and manner and basis by everyone, that is because you won't come clean about this shit. And the reason why he had a whole week dedicated to him, people, is because when he did come back in, he came back in with the exact same fuckery, like we would not get it when we already been making videos telling you, dumbass, that we see what you doing, and you came right out and did the same shit as though we didn't know that you were doing it. Then we have to look in our comment sections, or those of us who do go live, we have to deal with motherfuckers calling and wanting to be angry because I'm choosing to point out what some fuck nigga does and has yet to apologize or make amends for. Now, before I go, all of you who support him, hear me and hear me good. Some of us will fall by the wayside, yo. We all not going to make it in the city gates. But making it in the city gates is determined and based solely on one's behavior, one's character, and one's intent. And I'm sorry, brother. Umar Johnson is a way better man than you, Polight. And I done did videos on him and the whole nine. But I would take Umar Johnson over you and Sarnetta 1 billion times over. Because ultimately, I don't question his intent. And when you start questioning people's intent in this community, that's a problem, G. So, closing this video out, could Polight have wiggled his way back in? Or put a real official step back in to the community? I think he could have. But he didn't.